order to check my email. Yesterday I sent notes out to 12 females asking them for a date, and 2 wrote back. One said, "Are you kidding? You must be on crack." The other one...
I got another comment about an hour ago from a guy in reference to this video, and he says, "You can try to explain this nonsense any which way you want. It's still going to make 0 sense. Explain to me why they go with the guy who doesn't provide anything of value instead of the thoughtful guy. Makes 0 sense, but okay." And I have a perfect answer to this question, which is this: what do women value? And is the thoughtful guy actually bringing to the table what women value? Because we as men, we can have an idea of what we value and what we think women should value in a relationship, but what are they actually valuing, and are you bringing it? And if you're not bringing it, then that is why they're going for the other guy. So what do women value? Well, I'd say on average, women are looking for a masculine guy that is confident, that is ideally about his dreams and goals and whatnot, and is, good in the sack and can show that he can possibly protect her. Okay. So this goes back to, let's say you have a guy that we'll just say is a jerk. All right. But to be fair, women, when they first meet guys, they don't know if you're going to be a jerk or a potential nice guy or whatever. Okay. They're just looking at what you have to present to them. Let's say it's 2 guys, they're twins, right? 2 guys, twins. They look basically the exact same, right? You have one guy that is quote unquote the jerk and one guy that's the thoughtful guy, right? Let's say the one twin, he's got a little more muscle on him, he works out in the gym. And let's say that in the course of the conversation, he's joking, he's laughing, she's trying to give her opinion on stuff, and he's like saying that's not a thing, and he's like demonstrating all this like masculine behavior. He's kind of rude to her at times or whatever, but he's got that kind of fun vibe that indicates that he could probably like really get it on in the sack, and he's got, some money in the bank, he's got a nice car, all this other stuff, right? So he's got that going for him. And then we have the thoughtful guy. Now, the thoughtful guy has a decent enough car, but he's talking to her by like agreeing with everything she says. And, "Oh, you're such a great woman. And I can't believe I found somebody like you. You're just so kind." And using all this like flowery, feminine language. He doesn't work out, so he's kind of like a little skinnier guy, or maybe a little pudgy guy. Who knows? But either way, he's not in the same muscular frame as his brother, right? And he just has more of a feminine air about him. And he's the whole time that during the night, he's trying to like buy her drinks and trying to compliment her and do all this other stuff, right? So of those 2 guys, they look the exact same, other than like, the skinny versus muscular thing or whatever. But like you have the one twin who's demonstrating all this masculine behavior. He's muscular, so it indicates to her that he could be a protector. He's able to stand up to her and not always agree with her. So she knows that he's a leader among men and that he's going to have his own opinions and not be able to be walked over. Women value those things. So you have the other brother that's not doing that and is basically being a lapdog and putting her on a pedestal, which puts her in the leadership position where women don't want to be. That guy is not going to win her that night, because what she values is protection, provision, and masculinity. And if you're a thoughtful guy that's not able to demonstrate those particular set of skills, then women aren't going to feel comfortable dating you, because at some point, if their safety's in threats, or if they need somebody around to handle like masculine tasks, something as simple as like killing a bug, they are not going to feel like you're the guy that can provide that for them. And so this is why I stress to you guys, you don't need to be a jerk to get women, but you do need to learn how to be more masculine, how to get out of using flowery feminine language, and how to demonstrate that you're the kind of guy that a woman can trust to be there when she needs strength, when she needs protection, and when she needs a good time in the bedroom. And if you can do that, you ain't got to be a jerk. But most people think, well, I'm a nice guy and she just wants jerks, but you're not looking at all the other behavior that you're bringing to the table that actually isn't attractive, okay? And then here's the other thing. We as guys put on a good front game. We can misdisplay how we are to women, and we can also hide things about ourselves in those first couple weeks or couple months of dating, and that is dangerous to women also. So that's why women oftentimes need to take their time assessing if they want to go out with you, because you could be the thoughtful guy today, but she could find out stuff about you later that she realizes, oh crap, he's actually not that thoughtful. He's not actually that great of a guy. It's funny. I recently had a conversation with a woman colleague of mine, and she came to me and she was having an interesting situation. She had met a guy a few months ago at a conference, and they got along really, really well, right? So for the past few months, they've been texting each other, calling each other on the phone, laughing it up, like being really flirty with each other and building like a very, very strong rapport. And so she thought this guy was on the up and up. He's going to be saying all the right things. And she said, because she'd been through the situation before, she said one day she just decided to randomly ask him, hey, so like, I just want to know, are you perchance married? And his answer was yes. At which point she flipped the freak out because she thought this thoughtful guy the whole time was a single guy. And then had she not asked him if he was married, he would have never told her. And so this is why I tell you guys that like, you got to understand women's experience in the dating world is oftentimes drastically different from ours. And so many women get hoodwinked and bamboozled early on, even by the guys that appear to be nice guys or thoughtful guys. So again, you as the guy got to understand that and not be so butthurt if she's taking her time to decide about being in a relationship with you, because they've been burned enough to know. And this is an older lady too, like in her like late 40s, early 50s. So at this point, she's been through enough experiences to know that like all these guys that appear nice and thoughtful in the beginning could very well not actually be that way. So you got to understand that women are coming to you with this potential situation at hand, and you got to be the guy that is able to like show them that's not always true, but it may take them time to actually get it, because if they've experienced it before, it's not a very easy thing to be able to convince them of, you know? So give women some leniency in reference to that kind of stuff.
Thanks for listening to the Introvert Dating Success Podcast. Visit us at introvertdatingsuccess.com for more great tips on attracting women using your natural introvert charm. Oh, yeah.